Welcome to another journey into the annals of history. Today we delve into the obscure corners of World War II, focusing on Detachment 101, the Kachin Rangers. In the grand tapestry of World War II, woven with tales of valor, sacrifice, and strategic brilliance, some threads remain less illuminated than others. One such thread is the story of Detachment 101, better known as the Kachin Rangers. Theirs is a saga of exceptional courage, resourcefulness, and resilience played out against the backdrop of the war's China-Burma-India theater. World War II, a global conflict that raged from 1939 to 1945, was a period of significant military tactics evolution. In this war, the Kachin Rangers, a group of native guerrilla fighters from Burma, played a crucial role. They were the eyes and ears of the Allied forces in the challenging terrain of Burma, providing vital intelligence and engaging in guerrilla warfare against the Japanese forces. Detachment 101 was not just a military unit. It was an idea, a strategy born out of necessity. The conventional warfare tactics of the time were ill-suited to the rugged landscapes and dense jungles of Burma. The Allies needed a new approach, a way to level the playing field. Enter Detachment 101, a band of brave locals, trained and led by the Office of Strategic Services, the precursor to the modern Central Intelligence Agency. The Kachin Rangers, however, faced numerous challenges. They were up against a well-equipped and experienced enemy. They had to navigate the treacherous terrain of their homeland, teeming with deadly creatures and diseases. Yet they persevered, driven by a collective desire for freedom and the will to protect their land. Their story is not just a tale of war and survival. It's a testament to the human spirit, to the power of determination, and the strength of unity. It's a narrative that resonates even today, reminding us that even in the darkest times, there are glimmers of hope, courage, and resilience. So what made these Kachin Rangers stand out? Let's find out. As the war cloud hovered over the world, the United States saw the need for a special force in Burma. Thus, Detachment 101 was formed. In the early days of World War II, the United States military strategists recognized the need for a unique type of warfare to counter the Japanese in the East. This led to the creation of the Office of Strategic Services, or OSS, which was the predecessor of the modern-day CIA. Out of the various OSS groups, one stood out for its distinctive role in the war effort: Detachment 101. Detachment 101 was officially activated on April 14, 1942, with the primary objective to perform unconventional warfare operations and intelligence activities in the Burma region. It was a daring experiment, a new concept in warfare, where small and agile units were employed behind enemy lines to disrupt their operations, gather intelligence, and work with local resistance movements. The formation of Detachment 101 was not just about creating another military unit. It was about crafting a force that could adapt to the unique geographic and cultural landscape of Burma. The team was composed of hand-picked personnel trained in guerrilla warfare, sabotage, and jungle survival tactics. Many of the members were recruited for their skills in languages and their understanding of the local culture, making them the perfect candidates for this challenging assignment. The strategic importance of Detachment 101's operations in Burma cannot be overstated. Burma was a critical supply route for the Japanese forces, and the success of Detachment 101 in disrupting these supply lines had a significant impact on the overall war effort. Operating in a hostile environment, with limited resources, and against a formidable enemy, the members of Detachment 101 displayed extraordinary courage and resilience. They were not just soldiers, they were pioneers of a new kind of warfare that would shape the future of military operations. With an ambitious mission to disrupt enemy operations, these men were set for an uphill battle. Operating behind enemy lines, Detachment 101 employed unconventional warfare tactics that proved effective against the Japanese forces. Now, let's delve into the nuts and bolts of these operations and tactics. Detachment 101 was not your typical military unit. The men were trained to be adaptable, versatile, and above all, resourceful. They were not just soldiers, they were survivalists, trained to endure and overcome the harsh jungle environment of Burma. Their training was intensive and comprehensive, covering a wide range of skills necessary for jungle survival and warfare. They learned how to forage for food, navigate the treacherous terrain, and blend into the environment. They were also taught the local language and customs to build rapport with the native Kachin people, who were instrumental in their operations. The tactics employed by Detachment 101 were a far cry from conventional warfare. They relied heavily on guerrilla warfare, a form of irregular warfare that involves small groups of armed civilians using military tactics such as ambushes, sabotage, raids, and hit-and-run attacks. They also utilized the element of surprise and the intimate knowledge of the local terrain to their advantage. They would strike swiftly and silently, disappearing into the jungle before the enemy could retaliate. Their operations were not just about engaging the enemy, but also causing disruption and confusion within their ranks. One of their most effective tactics was the use of booby traps. They would rig explosives to trees, bridges, and even dead bodies, causing havoc and instilling fear in the enemy. The psychological impact of these tactics was just as important as the physical damage they inflicted. In addition, Detachment 101 was instrumental in gathering intelligence. They would sneak into enemy camps, eavesdrop on conversations, and even kidnap enemy soldiers for interrogation. This information was invaluable in planning their operations and keeping one step ahead of the enemy. In essence, Detachment 101 was a jack of all trades, mastering the art of survival, espionage, sabotage, and guerrilla warfare. Their unique methods of warfare, often described as guerrilla warfare, turned the tide of the war in Burma. The bravery of Detachment 101 had far-reaching effects on the war and the subsequent history of the region. The triumphs of Detachment 101 cannot be overstated. These gallant men, fighting against the odds in the harsh terrain of Burma, had a resounding impact on the outcome of World War II in the Pacific Theater. Their operations disrupted Japanese supply lines, gathered vital intelligence, and kept the enemy constantly on the back foot. The success of Detachment 101 was not just limited to their direct combat achievements. They also played a significant role in boosting the morale of the Allied forces. Their actions gave hope to many, showing that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, victory was possible. Beyond the war, the legacy of Detachment 101 extended into the post-war era. The techniques and strategies developed by these men laid the groundwork for modern special operations forces. In many ways, the men of Detachment 101 were pioneers, their methods and tactics studied and emulated by future generations of soldiers. But perhaps the most enduring impact of Detachment 101 was on the people of Burma themselves. The Kachin people who formed the backbone of this detachment were not just fighting for the Allies, they were fighting for their homeland. Their courage and determination inspired a sense of nationalism and unity among the Kachin people that resonates to this day. The men of Detachment 101 also left a lasting impression on the Americans they served with. Their camaraderie, resilience, and unwavering commitment to the cause left a mark on the hearts and minds of their American counterparts. This bond, forged in the crucible of war, helped to foster a special relationship between the United States and the Kachin people, a relationship that still exists today. In conclusion, the impact of Detachment 101 extended far beyond the jungles of Burma and the years of World War II. Their courage and dedication to the cause remains a shining beacon in the annals of military history. Detachment 101, the Kachin Rangers, were a small force that made a big difference in World War II. In the vast theater of World War II, Detachment 101 emerged not as a major force, but as a group of underdogs whose courage, resilience, and resourcefulness left an indelible mark. Born out of necessity, this special operations unit was formed with a singular purpose: to disrupt and sabotage Japanese operations in Burma. They were not a conventional military unit, but a group of local Kachin tribesmen trained and led by American officers. Their operations were far from conventional warfare. They employed guerrilla tactics, using the dense jungles of Burma as their playground. They sabotaged railroads, disrupted supply lines, and launched surprise attacks. It was a game of shadows, a silent war fought not on grand battlefields, but in the quiet corners of the Burmese jungle. The impact of Detachment 101 was profound. Despite their small numbers, they inflicted significant damage on the Japanese forces, buying valuable time and diverting resources from the main front. But their contribution was not just in the number of enemy soldiers they took out, but in the spirit they embodied. They were a testament to the power of human spirit, to the belief that even a small group of dedicated individuals can make a world of difference. And so, we come to the end of our journey with Detachment 101, the Kachin Rangers. We've traveled through the jungles of Burma, witnessed their formation, their operations, and their impact. We've seen how a small group of individuals can change the course of history. It's a lesson that resonates even today, a reminder that no effort is too small, no contribution insignificant. Thank you for joining us on this historical exploration. If you found this intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical insights. Until next time, keep exploring the pages of history.